The Cleveland Browns finally solved their #1 problem, and if you're even just a casual fan of this team, then you already know what I'm talking about. And I hate to be excited about this because Cade York is a great guy, and I just feel bad for him because he had an extreme case of the yips, and every time he missed, the pressure just built and built to the point where he struggled to make a basic 35-yard field goal. But yeah, the Browns just recently cut York and signed Dustin Hopkins, which is just a huge pickup, and I'm going to talk about why the Browns are now looking good as they head into the season. And I'm also going to talk about recent news that's been going on because it's been a while since I've made my last video about this team. Before I begin, I would really appreciate it if you would drop a like and subscribe. It only takes 5 seconds, plus you can always change your mind. I'm on the road to 20k subscribers, and your support truly means the world. Alright, so getting right back into the Cade York news, like I said, it was time, and this needed to happen. Andrew Berry invested so much into this current team, and really over this offseason, he improved almost every hole. So this team theoretically is contender ready on paper, even though they obviously always underperform. But my point is, they didn't have time to let York figure it out because he was going to lose them 2 to 3 winnable games just like he did last year. And that could be the difference between a 9-8 and 11-6 season. And I already can guarantee what's going to happen next. York is eventually at some point going to get picked up somewhere and he's going to ball out, because that's just how things have been for the Cleveland Browns over the last few decades. Anyways, moving on from kicking, because that is finally most likely not much of an issue, I want to talk about Deshaun Watson, because he showed us a lot in his few preseason drives, and as me and many people have said a million times, the fate of this team relies pretty much all on him. As a Browns fan, this is the first time that we've seen an elite QB line up under center in a long time. And I know some people are still worried about the fact that Watson hasn't played in 2 years, but I'm here to tell you that he's going to be perfectly fine now that he's had an entire camp and preseason, and in his few possessions he had, he's looked amazing against both starters and backups. The sad thing is that if you look at any news, every single outlook is only trying to tear Watson and this team down. They've talked about his practice interceptions, they've pretty much just tried to find every little negative thing instead of focusing on the positives, but that's just what Cleveland media does and has always done. And I know the Browns have done absolutely nothing to give us a reason to believe this year is different, but like I said, this is the first time this team has had a potential top 10 QB lead the offense, and after the defensive upgrades alongside that, I think this is one of the best rosters in the league. I just honestly am so ready for this season to start, and week 1 could be one of the most interesting games of the season because for whatever reason throughout the last few years, the Bengals are one of the only teams that Cleveland has owned. And I just hope Kevin Stefanski goes straight into attack mode from the jump and doesn't let up, because I do have to give him credit in that he's one of the best first drive play callers in the game, but after that, sometimes he forgets that Nick Chubb is even on the team. And last year at certain points in the game, he just seemed so clueless. But yeah, overall, changing the kicker was definitely one of the more important moves this team made over the offseason, which is just crazy to say, and the average score differential in the NFL is only 3.5, which is a lot lower than I actually expected. Let me know in the comments below how you're feeling as we head into week 1 of the season, and comment your thoughts on the whole Cade York situation, because it truly is crazy how all this happened so fast. Thank you all so much if you made it to this point in the video, and if you enjoyed and haven't yet, make sure to like and subscribe because your support truly means the world. And until next time, I will see you all later.